guys, Cinema Sickness here, and good morning. It's early on a Sunday, and we are headed out to Jake's Flea Market yet again. I was actually thinking about going out to the Quakertown Farmers Market today, which again does have a huge outdoor flea market there. But it is further away than Jake's, and also when it comes down to it, I usually find the better deals at Jake's. I mean, I find really good deals at Q-Mart as well. I found some amazing deals there, but I'd say statistically, I find good deals more often at Jake's. So I kind of started thinking, I was like, well, I could go out to Q-Mart today. I haven't been out there since like early spring, and I do want to get back out there, but I don't know. Again, it's further away. I don't feel like really driving all the way out there today. Plus, again, when it comes down to it, I usually get the better deals at Jake's anyway. So I figured, the hell with it, we'll just go back out to Jake's. And if you remember, last time we were out there, it was dead. I think it was because of the weather. Even though it wasn't supposed to rain, it was kind of drizzling a little bit. I think it was just a really bad weekend for flea markets. So I think that's why nothing was going on then. It's beautiful out today. Blue skies, white puffy clouds. It's like in the 70s right now. It's absolutely beautiful out. There's no reason for people not to be out selling stuff today. So it should be a really good day at Jake's, or at least I'm hoping so anyway. So yes, we are going to head back out to Jake's. Maybe, I don't know, maybe next weekend if I have time, I'll head out to Q-Mart. You know, I usually don't like going to Jake's 2 weeks in a row, only because I find a lot of the same stuff when I do that. I usually like going maybe like every other weekend. So yeah, if I have the time, I might head out to Q-Mart maybe next weekend. But as far as this weekend is concerned, we're headed back at the Jake's. Hopefully I'll find some good deals. Who knows, maybe another film projector, or maybe some film for my film projector. That would be awesome. We'll see. So let's go to Jake's and see what we can find. Now this is more like it, a true day at Jake's. I was actually having a hard time finding a place to park. I've never had that happen before. And if you can see behind me, vendors as far as the eyes can see. Very excited about today. So let's go see what great deals I can find. All right, our first DVDs. And I already see some good stuff here. Some Turtles, all $2 a piece, or 3 for $5. Great deal. I think I definitely need to pick up some of these Turtle releases, so I'll have to look through those, see which ones I need. But I definitely see some good stuff here, so I think I'll be picking up a few of these. Here's some more DVDs and some VHS tapes, but looking through it, I don't think there's anything I need to pick up, unfortunately. And more DVDs. These all sealed. But at these prices, I think I'm going to pass. Some VHS tapes, but most likely nothing I need to pick up. And nope, not seeing anything. And a whole bunch more VHS tapes, all for 50 cents a piece, or all of them for 20. Don't think I'll be picking up all of them. In fact, I'm not really sure about picking up any of these. And don't really see anything. There's some Alvin, some Mickey, Flipper. But nothing I really want to pick up. Alright, now we have $2 DVDs. I've already looked at these before, but maybe there's something good in here still. And here's some Blu-rays as well, which I've also already looked through. Don't really see anything in there I necessarily need. Even some HD DVDs, which is pretty awesome. So let's see what they got. So I didn't really see anything as far as DVDs were concerned, but the Blu-rays, turns out they're also $2 a piece, so picking up a few of these. Oh, here we go. Lots more DVDs, and some CDs too. Maybe some good CD soundtracks in there. So let's see what they got here. Alright guys, I'm headed back to my car, and no, I'm not done yet. I've walked down one aisle, and already my backpack is completely full of movies and soundtracks. This is how every day at Jake's should be. So let's go back to the car, unload, and then go do some more shopping. And now for my favorite stand here at Jake's. So let's look through all these and see what there is. Here's a stack of $1 DVDs. Not sure if there's anything in here I'm necessarily going to want to pick up, but for $1, some of these might be pretty tempting. Alright, a bunch of CDs for only $1. I hope you can hear me over that music, although I don't know what's playing. I actually kind of really enjoy this music. Anyway, all $1 a piece, so let's see if there's any good CD soundtracks in here. Now here we go, lots more DVDs. Here we go, a crate full of DVDs. But is there anything I need? So here's some DVDs with some PVDs actually thrown in, and there's some UMDs here as well, and some CDs. I already see some soundtracks in there, so let's see what they got. So I've been here for an hour now. I've made it down about 3 lanes. As you can see, there's a lot more to go. I mean, that's just how much there is to look through here. It's never taken me this long to get through Jake's before, so this is just a great day. My backpack's getting full again. Let's continue on. And more DVDs, all for $2 a piece. But off the bat, don't see anything I need to pick up. More $2 DVDs. Looks like a lot of kid stuff, which is always a plus. So let's see what they got. Well, here's some 8mm film. Unfortunately, I don't think any of these are 16. They're all Super 8. That is a shame. I don't have an 8mm player yet. So you think I might pick some of these up. I don't know. See how much they are, but if they were 16mm, I'd definitely get them. But at 8mm, it depends on the price. Well, here you go, anime fans. Plenty of anime for only $5 a piece. Though unfortunately, it looks like a bunch of random volumes. So I don't think I'll be picking any of these up, but there you go, guys. CDs, $1 a piece, and there are a lot to look through. Let's see if there's any soundtracks. And some more movies and lots of video games, but don't really care about those. Let's check out the movies. Alright guys, headed back to the car, this time to actually leave, and just an amazing day. It's, I spent about 3 hours here at Jake's. I've never spent that much time here at Jake's before. Usually about maybe like an hour and a half in and out. That's even on a crowded day. But today, there was just so many people here selling stuff. I mean, and shopping as well, but also selling stuff that it took forever to get through everything. There was so much to look at. I didn't even film everything that I saw, only because towards the end, people were starting to pack up because it was getting so late that I had to kind of hurry up and rush through everything. But just so many amazing deals. I have a lot to show you. So we're going to get out of here, head back home, and we'll take a look at everything I got. Alright guys, back from Jake's, and I had a phenomenal time. As you saw, the place was completely packed. A lot of times when I go to Jake's, I always say, wow, this is the most I've ever seen here, the most vendors I've ever seen at Jake's. Well, today topped all those other times. I was so surprised by how many vendors were out today. I actually had a hard time finding a place to park due to the fact that there were so many people there, not only selling stuff, but shopping as well. I've never seen the place that packed, and it was a beautiful day. It was, like when I first got there, it was like high 70s, then it was in the low 80s. Very, very nice day out, which I think helped with all the people wanting to go shopping and all the people who wanted to sell. So just, again, fantastic. The vendors were going all the way back to this, there's like this, I guess a farmer's field it goes, the property goes back to, and then it stops. There were people all the way back, all the way as far back as they could go, and then there's this one little like side area that I've never seen people in. It's just this little kind of small little field where every now and then they'll have like some like special thing going on there. They actually had sellers in there too, people out selling stuff in that little field. I mean, it was just packed. It took me 3 hours to get through the whole place, which is pretty crazy. Usually it's an hour and a half tops. I can walk up and down every aisle and get in and out of there. It doesn't really take me very long to usually go through Jake's, even with a decent amount of people there. But today, I was there for 3 hours. And as you saw, just after I got done going down the first row, I had so many movies and soundtracks and whatnot shoved in my backpack I was wearing. I had to go back to the car, drop that off. I ended up walking up and down all the rest of the aisles. My backpack got full again. I had 2 more bags in my hand. I had 2 plastic shot bags in my hand full of stuff. It got crazy just how much stuff I bought. I have a huge pile right here to show you. This might take a little bit to go through. Yeah, I mean, the pile is barely out of the picture right now. It's ridiculous how much stuff I picked up. It was awesome. And I really didn't spend much either. They had a lot of really good deals, a lot of dollar DVDs today. So I got so many fantastic deals. Now, the problem with that is the fact that since I bought so much, I really hope I can remember how much I paid for everything. I took everything and kind of stuck it into piles. Like I had them stacked like on top of each other. So they're all separated, and hopefully I got this right. I really hope that I don't show you something. I don't say, hey, here's like 3 titles I picked up, and you're like, no, didn't you get that one title from that other guy? It could happen. There is a possibility that I have some certain things mixed up. It is a possibility. I might give a few wrong prices too. I do apologize, but I just bought so much. It's really hard for me to remember the exact price I bought on everything. usually when I go to Jake's and I give you my wrap up at the end of shopping at Jake's, usually I say, boy, I hope I can remember how much I paid for everything, and I usually do. But today it's the first time where I really might actually forget. So again, just a phenomenal time at Jake's. It was great. Very happy I decided to go to Jake's and not Q-Mart. Although I'm sure Q-Mart would have been pretty hopping as well, just because it's such a nice day. I'm sure I would have got some great deals there as well. But I have a feeling that Jake's was probably the better option. So again, a lot to show you. Let's just get right down to it. I'm gonna try to do this all in one without taking any breaks, just one fell swoop. I'm going to try to get through all this. So the first thing I want to show you is what is inside this bag here. It looks like a bunch of Blu-rays, right? I posted a picture earlier to Instagram showing everything I bought, and a lot of people were going, wow, what's in that, like, that bag? It looks like a Walmart bag full of Blu-rays. Well, kind of. They're actually empty Blu-ray cases. There was a guy there selling, he had a whole box full of Blu-ray cases for, he was selling them four for $1. So I bought a whole bunch. These come in handy. And they're still somewhat expensive at places like Best Buy. You want to get a pack of these, a pack of empty Blu-ray cases. I mean, they're not super expensive. You're not, breaking the bank buying these, but they're not dirt cheap either. You can get DVD cases for pretty cheap these days, but Blu-ray cases, still a little bit more than I would like to pay for them. So when I come across them for cheap, I find some guy selling a whole box full of these at $4 for $1. I buy $5 worth. These are great. Again, they come in handy. I buy Blu-rays all the time, used at flea markets and pawn shops and stuff that were like Blu-rays that came from like movie rental stores like Blockbuster and stuff that come in regular DVD sized cases that obviously I want to take out and put inside Blu-ray cases. And every now and then I come across like a case that would be like cracked or like a dog decided to chew on or something like that. Well, I buy these to replace those cases. So no, it wasn't a whole Walmart bag full of Blu-rays. Believe me, I wish it was, but instead it was a bunch of empty Blu-ray cases. But again, I bought $5 worth. Again, $4 for $1, $5 worth. Lots and lots of Blu-ray cases. A great deal. Definitely need to get those. Then, and these are not in order either. These are not in order of how I picked everything up. Sorry, I got so much here. I got to just do it this way. So, next thing I picked up here was actually a Video 8, yeah, Super 8 film. The film reel. You can see it right there. This is a Super 8 film reel. This is of the 1973 movie Dillinger, which I don't actually own yet. I've always wanted to see it. It's actually been on my wish list for some time now, so very cool to come across this. The guy was actually asking all different prices. He had some marked at 10, some marked at 20. This one doesn't seem to have a... Oh, no, this one he wanted 15 for. I kind of was saying, no, I don't really want to pay that much. And he goes, all right, I'll give you everything for 20. He had like a small little stack. I think he had like 5 titles for 20. Unfortunately, there really wasn't much I was interested in. There was a Disney title. I think it was a Bambi title. Unfortunately, when I looked inside, the reel was empty. There wasn't any film on the reel, so obviously I wasn't going to buy that. And the other 3 titles he had were stuff I really didn't need. So I said, well, would you take $5 for just this one? He said, sure. So I bought this off him for $5. Very cool. This is my first ever film reel. I don't own any other film reels but this so far. Unfortunately, I don't have I keep saying Video 8, a Super 8 film projector. Behind me right there, that is a 16mm film projector, which I don't have any film for. So I have a 16mm film projector with no film, and a Super 8 film reel with no projector. Kind of sucks, but for $5, I figured I'd pick this up, because I would like to get a Super 8 film projector at some point. It is something I plan on picking up when I come across one for a good price, so in the future, I will grab one, and then I'll actually have some film to watch on it. So for $5, thought it was a great deal. Had to pick that up. Then it looks like I'm going to get into my CD soundtracks now. So for 50 cents a piece, I picked up the soundtrack to Legally Blonde and Legally Blonde 2. Legally Blonde 2 is actually unopened. I only opened it up because I've already burnt these on, or copied these onto my my computer, so I had to open it up. But Legally Blonde 1 and 2 CD soundtracks for only 50 cents a piece, $1 total, great deal. And the reason why I picked both these up, I'll actually show you in a few minutes. Then I grabbed a whole bunch of other CD soundtracks, and these I got from all over the place. Some of these DVDs and Blu-rays you're going to see soon. I got them along with these, but I paid $1 for each of these, so I figured I would just show you these all together. Grab the soundtrack to Fried Green Tomatoes, This is really cool. The Crow, City of Angels. This is interesting. This is Fiona Apple Across the Universe, but it says music from the motion picture Pleasantville. So had to grab that. I do enjoy Fiona Apple's music, and but really I just grabbed it because it's, as it says, music from Pleasantville, which is a great movie. And this is really cool. This actually came across at Goodwill, my local Goodwill, a few months ago. Unfortunately, the disc was so badly scratched, I had to pass on it. But this disc was in perfect condition, so of course, had to pick it up for $1, and that was The Simpsons Sing the Blues. Very cool. It has Do the Bartman, and also it has Deep Deep Trouble. I remember that video. I remember watching that video when I was a kid a lot. So really, really cool. Definitely had to grab Simpsons Sing the Blues. Then I grabbed the original motion picture soundtrack to Twilight. I have the score to this. I have the Twilight score. Now I have the Twilight soundtrack. Very cool. Yeah, they're okay. I mean, the soundtracks are kind of like the movies. Just all right. And this is also really cool. This one I actually didn't copy over to my computer yet. I didn't get around to doing that. And this is also sealed. And this is really cool because they actually released 2 CD soundtracks. They released a Volume 1 and a Volume 2. I only have Volume 2. I didn't have Volume 1 yet. So very happy to get this. And that is the Wedding Singer soundtrack, which is a great, great soundtrack. Both Volume 1 and Volume 2 are fantastic. Just some amazing 80s music. There's actually some of the better 80s compilations out there. So definitely excited to get this. I've really wanted to pick this up. I just haven't come across it recently. So very happy to get it. And the fact that it's still factory sealed is just awesome. This is also really cool because I have the first one. I don't have the second one. I have the soundtrack to Wayne's World, but I didn't have the soundtrack to Wayne's World 2. Now I do. Again, very awesome. Love these music. Love these movies and love the music on the soundtrack. Wow, I said that completely wrong, but really, really cool. This was a great, great find. Probably my favorite soundtrack that I picked up today. Just awesome. Then I grabbed the soundtrack to Summer of Sam, which is another great movie that unfortunately I only have on VHS. I'm having the hardest time finding this movie on DVD. I never come across it. It's ridiculous that I never find this movie on DVD. I'd really like to get a DVD copy to replace my VHS copy because, again, I love the film, but I never come across it. But I definitely had to pick up the soundtrack. I don't even see who's on this. Looks like some decent stuff. I mean, The Who, Marvin Gaye, ABBA, Grace Jones. So some decent music on here. Very cool. Then I grabbed Volume 2 of. I grabbed a lot of like Volume 1 and Volume 2 and Part 2s and stuff this time around. I grabbed Volume 2 of William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. And I have no idea what's on here either. Yeah, it looks like okay music. I'm sure the Part 1 is definitely the better of the two. But regardless, I didn't even realize there was a Volume 2. So I had to pick this up when I came across it. And the last soundtrack that I picked up, and this was really, really awesome, is the original soundtrack to Superman the Movie. As it says, a 2-record set on a 1 specially priced compact disc. This is really, really cool. It has the theme and everything on it. This is just badass. Very happy I picked this up just for the theme alone. So a great, great find. Really excited about that. Great movie, great soundtrack. So that was it for all the soundtracks I picked up today. But I did grab one other CD. And that's because this actually comes with a DVD. And that is Green Day, Bullet in a Bible, which actually comes with the Bullet in a Bible bonus disc here, the DVD. So I picked this up for that DVD. Very cool. I do already have, I guess, is it a live performance? I'm not even sure what it is. Really don't know what's on the DVD because I do have Bullet in the Bible, whatever's on the DVD. I have that on UMD, but I haven't got around to watching it yet. So definitely wanted to pick this up. Grab this for only $2. Great deal. Definitely had to pick that up. Then I grabbed some Blu-rays here, and these are all titles that I already have on DVD. And as I said, I'm not a big fan of upgrading titles from DVD to Blu-ray when it's something that, you know, I don't feel I really need to have on Blu-ray. If it's just a title that I'm like, yeah, it's a good movie and all, but do I need it on Blu-ray? No, I'll stick with my DVD. I usually don't upgrade. But I grabbed these for $2 a piece. The lady was selling all her DVDs for $2. She had some Blu-rays as well. I said, how much are your Blu-rays? Expecting her to say, you know, $5, $10, something like that. She goes, oh, those are all $2 also. So I grabbed 4. Again, even though I already have all these on DVD, and they're not exactly titles I'm dying to have on Blu-ray, I figured, what the hell, I'll upgrade them, especially since 3 of these are actually brand new, still factory sealed. So the first one I picked up was Sunshine Cleaning, which is actually a really good movie, a movie I've actually been meaning to watch again.
The wife and I really enjoy this one. We both actually want to watch this movie again. And now that I have it in high definition, I'll have to sit down and watch it again real soon. Now, don't laugh too hard, but I also picked up You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Yeah, I know, it's not exactly the best movie in the world. It's not the worst Adam Sandler movie, but it's certainly not the best. But it was factory sealed, and so was Sunshine Cleaning, factory sealed. So, factory sealed for $2. I already had it on DVD, figured, what the hell, I'll upgrade to Blu-ray, beef up my Blu-ray collection a little bit. Then also factory sealed was Vantage Point, another good movie. One I'm not necessarily dying to see again. It was enjoyable, I liked it, but it didn't blow me away or anything. But again, for $2, figured what the hell, upgrade. And also I picked up, and this one was already opened, that was Babel. Another great movie. One I'll actually probably watch again in the future. Not anytime soon, but I'll definitely check it out again sometime, because this was a really good movie, and now I can watch it in high definition. So there you go. Picked up 4 Blu-rays, all for $2 a piece. A great deal. Next time I picked up here, this is on DVD. Grabbed this for only $2, and I do already have this movie on DVD. I actually have a box set that comes with the first movie and this movie, the sequel. But I really wanted to pick this up just for what's on it, and that is The Fly 2. This year being the collector's edition. This comes with it has 2 discs and comes with a boatload of bonus features that are not on not in the box I have. Again, I just have the regular Fly box set that comes with The Fly and The Fly 2. I don't think it's bare bones, but it doesn't really have a lot in the way of special features, especially not what's on this 2-disc set. So really, I picked this up just for the special features alone. I really want to sit down and watch disc 2, check all those great features out. So for $2, it seemed like a great deal. A lot of people thought this was a Criterion Collection. Also in my in the picture I posted on Instagram, it's not. It's just a collector's edition. Sorry, guys. Then I found a guy who was selling CD soundtracks. He was also selling some UMDs and some PVDs along with a bunch of DVDs. I actually didn't grab any CD soundtracks off that guy. I don't think he had anything I needed. He didn't have any DVDs I needed either, but he had some UMDs and 1 PVD. So I picked up a couple things off him. I paid $2 a piece for these, so great deal. Grabbed Mr. and Mrs. Smith on UMD. Godzilla on UMD. I know a lot of people hate this movie. I enjoy it. It's not as good as the classics, but I still think it's a fun movie. And also The Bourne Identity. So 3 movies all on UMD to watch on my PSP for only $2 a piece. Great deal. And also for my Video Now player, I grabbed a PVD, a personal video disc, and that was Fairly Odd Parents Volume 8. Had to get it. I love picking up PVDs whenever I come across them. So for $2, this was another great deal. Okay, then I found a guy who was selling $2, or yeah, I guess it was $2 DVDs, or he was doing 3 for $5. So I ended up picking up 3 titles off him. The first one I grabbed, this I really want to pick up. This is the first thing I spotted. I was going to grab this one no matter what, and that was, and don't laugh again, but House Party, Tonight's the Night. This actually just came out only a few weeks ago. This is the, I think the 5th House Party movie, technically. I guess the 4th one's kind of looked at like a spin-off sort of movie, whereas this is kind of like the 4th in the Kid and Play series of House Party movies. I'm not like the biggest fan of the House Party movies. I do enjoy them. I have the box that comes with all 4. I mean, the first one's great, second one's okay, third one's, you know, they get progressively worse. And I have no doubt this is going to be a horrible, horrible movie. But I am a completist, so of course, I had to get this. I was going to pick this one up no matter what. This is definitely something I was going to eventually buy. And coming across it today for, again, well, $2, or what I paid for it, 3 for $5, was just awesome. And the fact that this was just recently released, this was a great find. I also picked up New Found Glory, the story so far. Love New Found Glory, great band, a huge fan of theirs. So definitely want to pick this up. I guess this is just, it doesn't really say. I want to, okay, actually I lied. Looks like it's a bunch of videos, and I guess that's really it. No live performances from what I can see. Yeah, it looks like it's just a bunch of videos, but I don't care. That's awesome. It's New Found Glory. Love them. Definitely had to grab that. And this was a blind buy, which, man, the disc is actually in good shape. It's from a 48-hour video, so it wasn't a rental, but the disc was in really good shape. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the case. I gotta replace this. This case looks like it's been through hell. But again, a blind buy, but it looked interesting, and that was The Last Shot, starring Matthew Broderick and Alec Baldwin. Sounded like a good lineup. I don't know really anything about it, but it looked like an interesting movie, and I liked the lineup, and, you know, I basically got this for $1. I was going to buy New Found Glory. I was going to buy The House Party. I was definitely going to get those two, so I was kind of thinking, well, I should get a third movie because it's only going to be $1. If it sucks, I only wasted $1. Not a big deal. So grab this one. It was a blind buy, but it was $1, so I figured it was a good deal. Alright, and then, if you guys know, there's that one guy in Jake's who's there every week. He has a huge table just full of DVDs and CDs and video games, just as far as the eye can see. This guy has a ton of stuff. I love shopping at his table. Always stop at it. Always talk to the guy. He's very, very nice. He always has great deals. He sells all his DVDs for only $2 a piece. No matter what they are, they're all $2. Just fantastic. So I picked up 3 titles from him. First one I grabbed here, and this I was kind of hesitant on buying, just because what it is, and that is Pawn Stars Genuine Articles. Now, I wasn't hesitant on buying this because it was Pawn Stars. I actually do kind of enjoy the show, but I was hesitant on buying it because this, as it says on the back, features 15 fan-favorite episodes from the 2nd season on 2 DVDs. Now, the reason why I was hesitant on picking this up is because Season 2 has been released. There is a Season 2 release of Pawn Stars, meaning that eventually, if I come across that for a good price, I'm going to pick it up, making this release pretty much obsolete within my collection. I won't really need this one. It won't serve me any purpose. However, I also kind of question it, because it says 15 fan-favorite episodes from the 2nd season. How many episodes of Season 2 were there? I would think there only maybe were 15 episodes. So I got to look into it. I got to see... Maybe this is all the episodes from Season 2. I can't imagine that. I'm not really sure. This is kind of weird. I gotta really look into seeing what exactly this is and what all these episodes are from. Are they from Season 2? That's something I gotta definitely check out. As you can see, this is a Target only exclusive, which is kind of weird because if I do remember correctly, Target was selling Season 2 of Pawn Stars. So I gotta really look into this, do some more research on this. But like I said, I was hesitant on buying it because even for $2, which is a great deal, and it's factory sealed, never opens, which is just fantastic. But seeing as there is a Season 2 release, if I get that, I won't really need this anymore. And then, as you saw, I picked up Legally Blonde and Legally Blonde 2, both soundtracks. And the reason for that being is because I picked up Legally Blonde and Legally Blonde 2 on DVD. Now, you might be thinking, for those of you who do remember, about a month or so ago, I came across this really sweet Legally Blonde box set. Brand new, still factory sealed at my local Goodwill. I passed up on it. I said, oh, this is really neat, but I have no interest in it. Passed up on it. I kind of started kicking myself. I started thinking about it afterwards. I'm like, man, I probably should have picked that up. These are movies that I might actually enjoy. I do enjoy chick flicks. I have nothing wrong with chick flicks. I know that's not the PC thing to say, but I do enjoy chick flicks. I have many in my collection, things like Devil Wears Prada and The Notebook and P.S. I Love You. I mean, movies like that are, considered chick flicks. Was it me? Oh God, what is that movie? I was saying not Maid of Honor. Forget it. I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah. So sorry. I have many chick flicks in my collection that I like. That's basically just what I'm trying to say. I do enjoy chick flicks. So these 2 movies, I was thinking, these might actually be pretty good. I do enjoy Reese Witherspoon. I do tend to enjoy her movies. So maybe these will actually be movies that I like. And I kind of said, man, that set was pretty cool. It was a collectible set featuring both movies. I probably should have picked it up. That was pretty stupid of me to pass up on it. I don't know how much it was, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty dirt cheap. I think it was for like a really, really good price. I really should have gotten it. I do kick myself for not picking that up. Even if I didn't like the movies, I wouldn't have spent that much on it. I really should have picked it up and just checked them out. So when I came across both these today, for only $2 a piece, figured I'm going to jump on it, grab them both, check them out, see if I like them. I kind of have a feeling I might actually enjoy these movies. And again, if I don't like them, if they do suck, it was only $2 a piece, not a big deal. So, had to pick both these up, and then later on, when I came across the soundtracks for like 50 cents a piece, I figured, well, I better grab them now, because if I do enjoy these movies, I'm going to be pretty pissed off if I passed up on getting the soundtracks for like 50 cents a piece. I'd be really pissed off if I passed that deal up. So, figured I'd grab those too. So, had to pick these up. Alright, these, I'm pretty sure I grabbed these all from the same... See, now we're getting into the point where I'm kind of forgetting what I grabbed from people. So far, everything I just showed you, I was pretty positive on. Now I'm getting a little confused on what was from who, but I'll try my best. So I did find a guy who was selling a bunch of CD soundtracks. So some of those soundtracks I showed you, I did get off him. He was selling CD soundtracks and DVDs all for $1 a piece. He said, everything I have here, $1. So, of course, started looking through his DVDs and soundtracks. Again, grabbed a few soundtracks, but also grabbed some DVDs as well. The first DVD I picked up was Desperate Measures, which is still a blind buy. I do have this on VHS. I just recently picked this up on VHS, but I haven't got around to watching it yet. But when I came across the DVD for $1, figured I'd pick it up, replace my VHS copy, and I'll get around to watching this one real soon. And this is a title I come across a few times that I've always passed up because it's just one of those titles where I'm like, you know, it could be good, it looks interesting. Apparently it won a whole bunch of awards. I've heard people talk about it. I have a feeling I might like it, but there's always usually something else I want to grab instead. But for $1, I had to pick it up today, and that was Magnolia. Again, I really don't know much about this. Again, it won a whole bunch of awards listed here on the back. I hear people say good things about it. I've read some decent reviews. So for $1, I had to finally pick it up. I look forward to checking it out. And then the third title I grabbed, this I have a few copies of. I have like a few different DVD releases. I have it on Blu-ray. I think I have it on Laserdisc. I just have this movie on a bunch of different formats and a whole lot of copies of this. But had to grab one more, and that was Reservoir Dogs. This should be the Mr. Blonde release. Now, when I saw this for $1, I have the Mr. Pink release. So when I saw this for $1, I started thinking, man, wouldn't it be kind of cool to have all the releases? Because they released this this 10-year anniversary special edition release. They released all the different Mr. Pink, Mr. Blonde, and so on and so forth. They released all the different characters of the movie. They released their own box sets, which all comes with the same exact stuff on each box set, but it's just different artwork. And I thought, man, it'd be kind of cool to have all that, just all lined up next to each other, just looking badass. That'd be pretty cool. So it is kind of my goal now to hunt down every single release and get them all, because that would just be awesome. This was brand new, still factory sealed, so I've no interest in opening this one up, as again, I do have the Mr. Pink release, which is open. So really wanted to grab this. It was $1, and now I need to get all of them. So then also for $1, and all right, I'm going to grab these now. All right, set these next to me. So then also for only $1, I picked up Year of the Dog. Now, another blind buy, I really don't know anything about it, but I do come across this title every so often. It's something I always kind of look at, but always pass on. Not because, again, it's not because I don't think I'm going to like it, but just because there's usually always something else I want to grab instead. But for $1, finally had to pick this one up. It says from the writer of The Good Girl and School of Rock, which sounds good. I mean, it stars Molly Shannon, so it looks like a... Oh, hold on a sec. John C. Reilly is in this. I did not realize that. Alright, had I realized he was in this movie, I would have bought this a long time ago. I buy anything John C. Reilly's in. So, now I'm really interested in this. I did not know he was in this movie. Okay, kind of kicked myself for not buying this. So for $1, had to pick it up, and now I'm going to watch this one real soon. Then this, I think I paid $2 for, if I'm not mistaken, and that was Escaflowne, the movie. So anime fans, here you go. I grabbed some more anime for you. Really don't know much about this. I haven't really seen much in the way of Escaflowne, so if I'm even pronouncing that right. So again, really don't know anything about this, but definitely wanted to pick it up as I've been buying a lot of anime recently. I do believe this is out of print right now, if I'm not mistaken, so I guess this was a pretty good deal for only $2. I'm sure this goes for a lot more online, so definitely had to grab this. Again, sorry anime fans, I don't really know much about it, but by all means, school me. I would love for you to leave me a comment, let me know all about this great series and this great movie. Then I grabbed some more anime here. This, I think I paid... See, now I'm really starting to forget. I think I paid either $1 or $2 for this. I believe it was only $1 or $2. I don't think I paid over that. This is Samurai X Reflection, which I do believe is a movie, if I'm not mistaken. I say that because looking it up online, I was a little confused as to whether or not this was a movie or this was just some episodes. But judging by the back here, it doesn't list any episodes, so I'm assuming this is a movie. Again, I really don't know much about it. I don't even see a time on here. No, it doesn't even tell you. There's not even a runtime. So I'm not all that... Oh, I'm sorry. No, 60 minutes. So, again, I'm assuming a movie. Again, anime fans, school me. Let me know about this. If it's good, let me know. If you have any information on it, let me know everything there is to know about Samurai X. I would love to hear more about this. Again, I want you anime fans to school me. I need to know more about anime. I'm such an anime newbie. I got into the game really, really late. So, school me, guys. But for $1 or $2, I forget how much, definitely had to grab it. Alright, and then the last titles I picked up here. See, this is why I'm a little confused. I thought I grabbed I guess, what, 6, 7, 8, I think I grabbed 9 titles off this guy. So, one of those titles I might have showed you earlier might have been included in this, sack of movies here. I'm not sure. Again, I got really confused as to what came from who. I really forgot. So, I grabbed, again, as you see here, there's only 8 titles here, but I think I grabbed 9, because he was selling all his titles for, I believe, $2, or he was doing 3 for $5, which is why I'm pretty sure I actually picked up 9 titles off him and not 8. So the first 3 I grabbed here were all, excuse me, I've been talking a while now. I should have grabbed some water. These were all Ninja Turtle titles. Now, these are volumes 3.1, 3.3, and 3.4. The reason why I picked these up is because, unfortunately, when it comes to Ninja Turtles, this here being from the, what was this? Was this the early 2000s, I guess 2005 series, or 2004? No, 2004 series, or is it 3, or, I'm sorry, I forget. This is from the early 2000s series of Ninja Turtles, which I absolutely loved. That was a great, great series. Unfortunately, they released Season 1, they released Season 2, and then Season 3, they did this weird, thing where they released, the last half of the season, and the reason for that being is because originally they were releasing them in volume sets like this. This is how they were coming out. They released them up to a certain point, and then they released a Season 3 release, which was technically the last half of Season 3 that they hadn't released yet in these volumes. But unfortunately, when, who was this? I know this is, was this Fox? This says 4Kids. Whatever, Funimation, or whoever was in charge of releasing these. Unfortunately, what they did was they released again a Season 1 and Season 2, and then they went, nah, fuck it, we're done. They never released the complete Season 3. They only released that last half. So in order to have Season 1, Season 2, and all of Season 3, I had to get these individual releases that led up to the last half of Season 3 being released. So I think I still need 3 or 4 more of these to get them all. But coming across these for $2 a piece, or 3 for $5, had to grab these. I've been on the hunt for these for a while now. What actually sucks is, and I will admit this, I actually used to own them all. I owned every single volume release of this. But like an idiot, this is back, still around kind of when I first started collecting and was just stupid. When they said they were going to start releasing the volume sets, I went, oh, or the season sets, I thought, oh, I can get rid of all these. And I traded them all into a pawn shop or FYE or something like that. And I was like, yes, now I'm going to get the season sets. It's going to be awesome. I don't need these anymore. Not realizing that they were not going to continue releasing the season sets, and I was losing out. So, really regret giving these up. I don't do that anymore. If I have volumes of something and then they start releasing seasons and I start buying those instead, I always hold on to all the volumes that haven't been released yet, just in case they stop releasing. It happens a lot. It happened with things like Peanuts, and you just see it a lot, unfortunately. They get this great idea in their head. They're going to start releasing the seasons instead for the fans. And they say, nah, never mind, the sales aren't that great. Sorry, guys. So, always hold on to your volume sets until they finish releasing stuff. So anyway, little warning, little lesson for you guys today. So again, I'm definitely having to pick these up. And when I come across them, I'm always buying them. And like I said, I still need 3 or 4 more sets until I guess I have the entire series. So, I had to grab those. Then the other 2 titles I picked up here, again, I think there was a third one. Again, one of those titles I think I messed up. I think one of those should have been included. But I also picked up The Liquidator, which is a blind buy. I know nothing about this. Just kind of looked interesting, so I figured I'd grab it. And then this is interesting. I picked up Immigrants, which, again, I really don't know much about. I guess this is just a movie. I thought it was a TV series at one point. It says only 77 minutes, so I guess this is a movie. But as you can see by the artwork, it's done by, and I'm going to pronounce his name incorrectly, I always do, Klasiki Kasupo. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It's the people who do Rugrats, the Wild Thornberries, Ariel Monsters. They do all those great Nicktoons series. Again, you can always tell their animation. I mean, all you got to do is look at the animation. You know exactly who does it. So, I like everything I've seen by them. I mean, all the Nicktoons. They did those McDonald's, those Ronald McDonald, I think it's like the Wacky World of Ronald McDonald. They did those VHS releases. Those are great. I mean, they're Ronald McDonald cartoons, but they were actually really well done because, again, it was done by, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Klasiki Kasupo. It was done by them. So, had to pick this up. I'm probably going to enjoy this just because of who it's done by. So, I had to grab it. And then now we're down to the last 3 titles here, and these are actually pretty cool. Definitely want to grab these. Anime fans, you're probably going to be upset with me again because I don't know anything about these, but had to pick it up. And that was, I believe it's pronounced Geisters, 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 A Fraction of the Earth, is I believe how you pronounce this. Now, at first I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to get these because there is a volume 1, 2, and 3, and I don't like to pick up random volumes of anime. If they have a whole set or something, I'll grab them, but I don't usually pick up just random episode releases because who knows if I'll ever find the full sets and whatnot. So I usually just pass on them because, again, I don't really know a lot about anime. However, I looked it up online. Apparently, this is the only 3 volumes released. So this is either the entire series of the show or this is just all that ever came out. So, of course, had to get these at $2 a piece. Again, I got this for only $5, 3 for $5. Definitely want to pick this up. And these are all still brand new, factory sealed. Just an awesome deal. Again, I don't know anything about these. These are blind buys. So, guys, once again, school me. Let me know all about this series. I want to hear everything there is to know about it. If I should watch it immediately, let me know. But, again, factory sealed for $5. Had to grab these 3 releases. Just awesome. So there you go, guys. That is everything I picked up today. I just talked for like a little over a half hour about this. There was so much to grab today. Just a fantastic day. And I do apologize that I didn't even get to show you every single find. What you saw, when you saw me shopping, every little stand I stopped at, that was like maybe half of what I actually looked at. Because towards the end of hunting, I had to rush because Jake's usually closes up at noon. Once it hits noon, people start packing up and heading out of there. But due to the fact that it was so packed, it took me forever to get through the place. By noon, I was only like halfway through, maybe a little bit over halfway through shopping. And a lot of people did realize that. A lot of people realized the place was packed, so a lot of people were staying later. Usually by 1, everybody's gone, but by 1, there's still a lot of people there. So a lot of vendors were staying open later. But at the same time, a lot of people were packing up. There were once noon hit, even though a lot of people were still selling stuff, a lot of other people were packing up. So I just kind of like started to rush. I basically said, filming, kind of put that aside. As much as I love filming for you guys, hunting's more important. Getting the movies is what's most important. So I filmed a couple key stands. Like anybody who had like a decent amount of stuff, I still filmed that. But any like little pockets of movies I found, I kind of like skipped over filming. I just kind of looked through really quick, headed to the next stand, looked through really quick, headed to the next stand because I just had to get through it because everybody was closing up. I didn't want to miss out on any good deals. So I do apologize that I didn't get to show you everything, but it was just such a huge, epic day that's just the way hunting happens. But again, a fantastic day at Jake's. Definitely glad I decided to head out there today instead of Q-Mart, even though, again, I'm sure Q-Mart would have been fine as well. But Jake's just completely paid off. So worth heading out there. Just got some great deals. And again, I didn't really pay much for that. I paid very, very little for everything about this, or for everything you did see. So just fantastic. So there you go, guys. That is it. Again, if you like this video, please give me a like. If you're not already subbed, please do. So that is it. Thanks for watching. And stay tuned to see what wow, I almost said stay tuned to see what I bought and what I watch tomorrow. How many months has it been since I said that? And it's still ingrained in my head. I haven't done a bought and watch video in months. Holy crap. I can't believe I almost said that. Well, anyway, I think I'm so in shock of everything I got today. I'm so ecstatic over the great haul. My brain is just not quite functioning. I haven't quite gotten over the haul yet, so I'm not quite all there. But anyway, guys, so thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. See ya.